Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! T.J. Logan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Throwing on first down is Allen. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Then, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Shoves him aside, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Pollard again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Pollard. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On play action, Allen. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Play action, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
A loss of 2 there, second down. Throwing is Wilson. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Davante Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On the move to his left. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. It got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Play action. Now it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Allen steps away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giants are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Hey, 4 down. 57 to Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Able to push his way through. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. What's the run? They're running it. Hey, we got Mike 50.
Throwing now is Allen. They'll roll him out right. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I'll get him. Get him.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be corralled right around the 34.
A gain of 13 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's got some space here. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Johnson's got it complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Allen again.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Alert! Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He'll return it from the 6. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
Let's go first.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half. But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Allen off the play fake. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he finds the speedster Ross. That's complete.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And that's complete to Adams.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Left side here to Sanders. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Allen to throw it, rolling to his right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go play action now. Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Open man here is Conklin. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Check, 59. 52. That's track. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Stay with your man.
Here's Pollard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Brown has the first down and much more. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Throwing now is Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Going to run again here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson wants to throw it. It's caught here by Adams. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.